Hey, welcome back, fam. Wait. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? All right. Oh, look at that. There we go. Real time, right now. We're going through the Tribit Stormbox Blast 2. Obviously, it's on. I'm connected to it with my Shure SM58. If y'all know a little bit about the Shure SM58, it does take a little bit more gain to drive it. So I'm at about 50%, and it's filling up my space pretty nice, but it is a little quiet in here. So let's get some music playing. We're going all real time, fam. Let's do it. So now you're probably thinking, Dave, why are you going to your phone to play the music? I tell you why. It's because I'm connected aux cable. Y'all see that? Aux cable. And when you're connected aux, this little play pause circle button in the middle here, it doesn't play pause. It doesn't do that. It only does that with Bluetooth. So when you're connected aux, if you press that, I'll show you. Oh, but the music is still going. Press it again. Oh, so it mutes it. So if you're using aux mode, it mutes it. But let's run it back. I don't want to get into everything. I'm Dave Banter. I already said what this is. It comes with your power, AC power, and you have your little manual. Two things. First, if you haven't already, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. It helps out the channel. And number two, the battery. So the battery for the Blast 2 is 30 hours of playtime, but that's if you listen to your music at 50% and with the lights off. So you got to do it with the lights off. But check it out, fam. Here it is. 200 watts. Asterisk, okay? Huge asterisk on 200 watts. I'll get to that. IP67 2.1 channel box. 5 drivers, sub in the middle, your 2 drivers on the side, left and right, and 2 tweeters at the top. That makes 5. And they still gave you 2 passive radiators on each side, fam. It says Tribit at the top. You have your, it's like little ridges for grip on each side of the handle here. So when you're carrying this, you don't have to worry about it slipping out of your hand too easily. Now, this little menu right up here, you have your battery indicator, power on and off. It's a quick press. Bluetooth button has a few functions. So obviously if you press it, you're gonna get Bluetooth, right? But if you double press it, it lets you use the aux cable. It took me a while to figure that out because it's kind of in the manual, but it's kind of not. But yes, a little double press and you can switch to aux mode. That's why we're playing music right now, live in real time. How cool is that? Your minus button, obviously, that's for volume. Play, pause, and skip songs through Bluetooth. Remember, through aux, it is mute. Volume up. And you have your light button here. I'm gonna press it. Oh, we turned on all the lights. Oh, here we go. We got a little bouncing light now. And we have that light selection. But if you just like the one that was on, there you go. Then you have your TWS button. This is gonna be for stereo mode and party mode. Now, fam, on the bottom of the speaker, you're gonna get those same rivets, and that's gonna keep it from sliding around. So you don't have to worry about it falling and breaking like that. And it does have quite a bit of weight to it. It's not super heavy, but it's pretty solid. Now, when I turn down the volume, check out the lights on the side. You see the lights going down? And then when I raise it, y'all see the lights going up? So it'll give you like an indication of the volume on the side, which is really cool. Now, if you go all the way up, guess what color is gonna turn? Red. That's right, because red is always peaking, right? So it's gonna be red if you go all the way up. And if you go all the way down, guess what color it's gonna be? Well, black, because it's nothing there, right? So black, nothing, red, it's gonna be maxed out. We gotta take a look at the back of this now. So the back of this speaker, you got 2 inputs, they're 1/4 inch for your mic inputs, and you get a gain knob for each one. Next to it, you're gonna get your reverb. Now I'm gonna mute the music All right, so we're muted. Now I'm gonna go and grab the reverb here, and I'm gonna turn it up a bit. Oh, do y'all hear that? Y'all hear a change? That's a little reverb. Now I'm not at 50%, maybe like 30 or 40%, but that's the reverb that you can add to your voice. I'm definitely gonna turn the reverb off because I don't want that much reverb in my voice right now. But yes, it is there. So if you're singing or something like that, you get the point. Okay, back to the music. So see all this in real time? I just hit the music back on y'all. You're gonna get a USB output for some slow charging. So if you need to slowly charge your phone, tablet, whatever you have, you can do that. And then you also have a USB for charging, USB-C. So if you want to charge it that way, all you need is a little power adapter and of course the cable, and you can charge your speaker. Now that takes about 12 hours, fam. What you want to use is the AC power cord that they gave you because that takes about 5 hours. Now, remember when I said there was an asterisk with the 200 watts? That is because when you use this in Bluetooth modes, when you take it out to party, all that good stuff, you're only getting 180 watts of power. But when you use this with the AC adapter plugged in, you're getting the full 200 watts. Now, I know for some of you that ain't a big deal, but a lot of you who didn't know that, and you're thinking you're getting 200 watts of power, not so much. You're gonna get it, but you have to use that AC cord. So without it, 180, with it, 200. And the frequency response, you're looking at 40 to 20 kilohertz. So it doesn't drop down that low, but let me tell you, this does hit though. It hits pretty hard. And last but not least, you have your app. And when we go into the app, you can just check it out on the side here. You're gonna have all your EQ. You can play, pause the music, all that good stuff. Of course, they have some additional tools in there that you can use, firmware updates, all that good stuff. But they even have the EQ for the Stormbox Blast 1. And so if you didn't get the original, but you still want, if you like the sound of the original, then you can still get that on the Stormbox Blast 2. Fam, how cool is that? I've been enjoying this thing. I really have. As you see, I'm using it till its full capacity. Well, I'm not blaring music, so I guess I'm not to its full capacity, but it sounds good. Sometimes the X bass can be a little overpowering. So depending on what music you're listening to and how loud you're listening to it, you may want to turn that on or off. Hip hop, not at 100%. I'm using that X bass. Now for pretty much almost everything else, I'm going to turn that X bass off because sometimes there is such thing as too much of a good thing. But I've really been enjoying it. I haven't dropped it yet. Not that I want to drop it, so I can't really say how durable it is. I haven't dropped this thing yet. But so far, it's been really, really good. Now that flap on the back that covers up the ports, it is a little hard to get open, so you're gonna have to tug at it a little bit, but it's supposed to be, because remember, this is IP67, so the flap on the back is supposed to securely be pushed in. So if it goes in some water, you don't have to worry about that water getting into all those ports, because I guarantee you, none of those ports on the back are IP67, okay? That's the outside. That's why they have that little flap there, so make sure that that flap is always pushed in and sealed, keeps that water out. So is it worth it? I believe it's worth it. However, if you have the first version, the Blast 1, I don't know it's gonna be worth it for you, because I didn't have that version. So you might have to, I don't know, if a friend has one, or do more research before you make that purchase. It is going for $299. Now, if you brand new to this, then it might be worth it. However, if you don't need all of the functionality, this has the microphones, the reverb, the output USB-C to charge devices, aux port. If you don't need all of that, you want something more basic, then maybe you should look around first. But this is the whole package, and if you're looking for the whole package, it definitely sounds good. But this is definitely a very nice speaker. And if you have other Tribit devices like I do, I have the Stormbox 2. You can connect it with this. It doesn't have to be another Blast 2, okay? I have the Stormbox 2 and you can connect it using this TSW button here, okay? So it's just a lot of possibilities to use with this particular speaker. Like I said, I have a few Tribit products already, so I'm definitely gonna hold on to this one. I like it a whole lot. It's gonna be good for the barbecues and all that stuff. All right, fam, let me know what y'all think. Until next time, I'm Dave Banter. This is the Stormbox Blast 2. We out.